Have you been struggling with imposter syndrome, self-doubt, lack of confidence? This video is to help you regain that confidence so you can achieve your goals. All eyes are on me as I'm fumbling my words, doing my best to avoid eye contact, and everybody's leaning in just to be able to hear me because I am speaking so softly. Inside, I know I'm failing, and it's this sinking, gut-wrenching place to be. Here I've been given this incredible opportunity, and I know that my mentor, my boss, the one that took a chance on me and promoted me into this leadership position, is probably shrinking in his chair as he's watching my embarrassing presentation to the board of directors in my new role. Despite being on top of my game just a few short months ago, in this new role, I am insecure, and most days I'm going home in tears. I'm doubting my abilities, I'm wondering if I'm good enough to do this job, and I'm starting to doubt other things in my life. I walk around the office feeling like an imposter, and ultimately, my confidence is absolutely shattered. This was new for me. Sure, I had had feelings of insecurity and doubt throughout my life, but this was on a whole nother level, and I just wanted so badly to feel good again. How was I gonna get that confidence back? I remember talking to my husband and saying, I just wish there was somebody I could talk to that could help guide me. This was in 2005, and now looking back, I know that I was really asking for a life or an executive coach, but I just had no idea that sort of thing existed. So I'm on my own, and I had to buckle down and either figure this out, quit, or get fired. I chose to lean into option one, and I gave myself a good talking to and put some things into practice that have served me over and over again when I'm trying something new, when I'm growing. I went on to grow that company from $1 million to over $60 million in revenue, completed over 16 multi-million-dollar acquisitions, mentored dozens of business owners and staff, presented to hundreds of people, and sat around many, many boardroom tables with confidence with international bankers, lawyers, accountants, and advisors. I was in that role for almost a decade, and I am so grateful for the experience and the education. It was truly a hands-on MBA experience, both the successes and the failures. And I don't share any of that to impress you, but to impress upon you what happens when we regain that confidence and what we can go on to achieve. So let me share with you one thing that really served me when I was feeling down and out, like I had that imposter syndrome, when that self-doubt was way louder than my confidence and my ability to achieve what I really wanted to achieve. The tool that I really leaned into was remembering my past successes. I had accomplished things before. I had set out to achieve goals, and I achieved them. And to remind myself that I have done hard things before with success. And the more that I brought up those memories of other promotions, of other tasks that I had taken on, of personal goals that I had set and achieved them, and when I was remembering how that felt, it helped me to tune into that feeling of success. So right now, I know you've accomplished some things in your life. You've achieved some things. Think about a time when you felt on your game. You were on fire, you were passionate, you had set out a goal, you achieved that goal. Think about that moment right now. And as you think about that moment, feel how you feel in your body. When we tap into those previous memories, our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It doesn't know that that happened 10 or 20 years ago. It simply feels it in the present moment. And so by thinking about those memories, thinking about those times that you felt successful, you will feel better in this moment. And when we feel better in this moment, we're able to tap into this inner strength, this inner confidence to help us move forward in challenging times. My encouragement to you is to take 10 minutes today and write down all the times you felt successful, you felt proud, you accomplished something, and have those memories close by so that when you're trying something new and that imposter syndrome or that self-doubt starts to creep in, you can remind yourself, I have success here. I've accomplished things before and I can do it again. And as you live into that, watch what happens to your nervous system. You're going to feel better and it's going to help you overcome that self-doubt. That's just one of the things that I really tapped into 16 years ago, where I felt like a failure. I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was not good enough to do the job that I really wanted to do. Here is to you living a life you love.